What's up, y'all? What's the dealio? It's your girl Slim, and I'm here with a video. But before I get started, I need y'all to know, I need y'all to like, I need y'all to go share this video. I really need y'all to go subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is called PhilLee's Podcast. I will drop a link down below. PhilLee's Podcast is just basically me telling my story the way I want to tell my story. You know, it's a lot that people don't know about me, so I decided to make a YouTube channel just to open up a little bit more, and hopefully my story can help somebody heal. Hopefully me telling my story this way can help me heal. You know, it's a lot of things that I'm still trying to heal from. So before I get into, this whole little podcast, I just want to say one thing. Free Bill. You already know it's Free Bill around here. He ain't do it. Y'all know he ain't do it, and I believe he ain't do it. So Free Billy, what is always gonna be. Anyway, let's get started. So this podcast, I'm not gonna really explain what PhilLee's is. I need y'all to subscribe to the channel first. Let me know if y'all like this video, and if y'all like this video, then I know I can continue on. But basically today's video is just gonna be a little sample of what I want to be doing on the podcast. So, I'm gonna always start by telling the story, and then I'm gonna drop a little poem for y'all. Then I'm gonna end it off with giving y'all some advice. And that's just basically what PhilLee's is, just me talking, basically. So today's podcast is gonna be about my Jilly Slim in the Snow. Now, I wrote this when I first moved to Kansas. It was basically a mixture of my childhood into a little bit of things that's going on now. Basically, growing up, I was the youngest of four, or really, youngest of five. I have two brothers, two sisters, and then there's me. I was an accident child. Y'all already know what that means when you're an accident child. And if you don't know what that means, it means your parents wasn't expecting you. So since they wasn't expecting me, I always felt like, since the day I was born, I felt like just being the youngest period, I felt like no one liked me. They all hated me. Everyone always thought I was spoiled, which I was a little bit. I mean, I was spoiled, but I still got it the hardest, growing up the youngest, your parents are more strict with you because they don't want you to do things that your siblings was doing, which I get now. I ain't get it back then, but which I get now. So, one thing I always heard though when I was growing up is, oh, you're crazy. Why you always so mad? Why you always so angry? And the truth is, I really wasn't. It's like I tried to hide my emotions, but in hiding my emotions, it's like every time I reacted, I always blew up, or I always did something crazy. And I had to admit, I ain't gonna say I did it on purpose, but I knew what I was doing. I felt like if I acted that way, that was gonna be the only way I can get a response out of people, So I wasn't like, going around hitting my siblings or fighting with my siblings, fighting with my parents. But my words would cut you deep. You cut me deep straight. You cut me real deep. My words, they'll cut you deep. Anything I say, I say it on purpose just to hurt someone. Like I felt like, oh, y'all want to hurt me, well, I'm gonna hurt y'all back. That was just me. So I always grew up like that. And then I feel like no one ever cared about me. No one really loved me like I wanted them to love me. Like I didn't really understand, like, people gonna love you the way they gonna love you, but it wasn't the love that I wanted. So I always thought people didn't love me. So I was like, man, I'm gonna kill myself. If I kill myself, I know people gonna love me. They ain't got no option but to love me. Cause when you die, that's when people show you the most love. Like, I can't say that I was really depressed. I can't call that depression, or what I was feeling when I was younger. I can't call that depression. I just wanted. I can't really explain it. Like, I just know I wasn't depressed at the time. I just know I really, really just wanted, love. And it was hard because, on one hand, my parents weren't together. So, I got my dad here, I played basketball. I started playing basketball in like, I think I was like in sixth grade. I had just got kicked off the dance team. That's another story. I had just got kicked off the dance team though, so I started playing basketball. So, I'm like, if I play basketball, I know I'm about to get my dad attention. Like, I had his attention. I had, his love. He was always in my life. He was always there for me. I don't want y'all to think that, but, I thought playing basketball would really just, bring us together. So I started playing basketball, and I always realized that he was just so negative and so hard on my siblings. And I'm thinking, I'm the baby, I'm the youngest. I'm thinking, man, he ain't gonna do me that way. Like, it's gonna be a different story once I start playing. Like, it's gonna be a whole different story. And it wasn't. It's like he really believed that, like, if he like tell us, oh, we can't do something, then we're gonna try to prove him wrong. And I really feel like, my siblings ain't had time for that. Like, they weren't trying to prove him wrong. They weren't even like worried about things that he was saying. So, I'm like, I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the one to show him, like, even though he putting us down, he's saying what he's saying, I was gonna be the one to be like, you know what, I'm gonna show you. And I'm thinking once I show him, he'll show me a different kind of love. But you can't expect people to love you the way that you want them to love you. You have to accept the love that they give you. Love is love, no matter how you look at it. I had to learn it the hard way. Love is love, no matter how you get it. And that's the same with my mama. I just never understood why she always, oh, give it to God. Oh, give it to God. Anytime we have problems, oh, give it to God. Give it to God. I'm like, give it to God. I'm little. I'm young at the time. I'm like, give it to God. Like, no. Like, I'm giving it to you. You tell me what to do. I need to hear what to do. God can't, well, back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, God couldn't tell me what to do. Like, I needed your advice. I needed you to tell me this, but that was my mom. So, and it took me a minute to realize, how my dad loved me and how my mom loved me. It just took me a minute to, like, understand it. Like, it was hard, growing up. It really was hard. Like, you just don't understand. Like, I can't really explain it. Like, you just have to know for yourself. Like, we all have, different struggles that we struggle with. And, I guess my main struggle really was just, getting people to understand that, hey, I know you saying you love me, but if you love somebody, you wouldn't do them like this. Or you love somebody, this is how it's supposed to be. And that's just not the case. People show love the way they want to show love. And hey, that's just how it is. So, I'm playing basketball now, and everyone was expecting me just to be that star basketball player. Oh, she about to go to the WNBA. Oh, she going overseas. Oh, she doing all this, which I wanted to do. But, I tore my ACL 11th grade year. Boom. I bounced back from that. Went to college, played 4 years of college basketball. Senior year of college basketball, tore my ACL again, the other knee. So I'm like, you know what? I can't keep going through these injuries, knowing it's not making me happy, but I know if I kept playing, it'll make other people's happy. But, that's not my happiness, And honestly, it was just a lot. You play basketball, you thinking, oh, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my friend. No, they're your teammates. They're not your friends. They're just your teammates. You can't expect everyone just because you know them, they're your friends, or just because you felt like, oh, they gonna always be in my life, they my friends. No, you can't expect that. So, once I started playing basketball, I always held back because I didn't want people to think, I was better than them. That's the one thing about me. I never wanted people to think. I always held myself back because I didn't want no one to think that I was better than them. And, it got to a point where it was like, I'm stopping my blessings. I'm holding me back. I'm holding myself back, making me more sad, making me more depressed. So it's time for me, to do what I need to do. So, yeah, I got the big head just a little bit. I got the big head, started thinking, oh, can't nobody really mess with me, or I don't need nobody in my life. And, and I realized, I'm 24 years old right now, and I can tell you right now, I don't have a single friend. And that's a fact. Like, I'm not saying this for the camera. I'm not saying this and someone gonna come in and get mad. I don't have a single friend. I literally spend my days in this basement by myself, you know. So I was like, you know what? Let me start this podcast, you know, and get it going. Let me tell my story so people can understand how I feel, you know. I'm a type of person, you know, you only got one chance with me, you know. You do me wrong and that's it. You get one chance with me. And, you know, as I got older and as I became more of a Christian woman, I had to realize, you know, you can't be like that. You can't do people like that. You know, people are putting your life as a blessing or people are putting your life as a lesson. Period. Whether you say you need them or not, you know, they're in your life for a reason. And I have to realize that, you know, made me who I am today. I ended up playing basketball, doing 4 years of college, ended up in school in Kansas. So, you know, one day I posted a picture. I got a pet rabbit, by the way, Bugs. My Bugsy Boo. Shout out to Bugsy Boo. Y'all definitely gonna be seeing him on this podcast, you know what I'm saying? So I have a pet rabbit, and you know, I posted a picture on Facebook of me holding him in the snow. So, you know, somebody was like, "Oh, you must really love the snow. You know, you love the snow." And I'm like, "No, like I hate snow. I hate it when it's cold. Like I'm a summer baby. Like I literally like nothing but the sun." So someone was like, "Then why you in Kansas?" And at the time, I really didn't have no answer. Like I'm like, why am I in Kansas? And when I thought about it, I knew why I was in Kansas. When I was in Houston, you know, shout out to Houston, 4 acres home. You know how we do. But when I was in Houston, you know, after I graduated, I got back and it just seemed like couldn't nothing go right. I couldn't get nothing right. Like no matter what I do, here I am, a college graduate. You know, I had a degree or whatever. I couldn't get a job. I couldn't even stay out of trouble. Like literally, just everything, anything that can go bad to someone in life, it was literally just happening to me while I was in Houston. So, you know, I was like, you know, I just couldn't deal no more. Like, I was just ready just to give up on life. Like, I just wanted to be one of them people who just existed. Like, I just wanted to wake up in the morning, exist, and then go back to sleep. Like, I didn't care about life anymore. Not saying I wanted to kill myself. Not saying none of that. I was just saying, like, you know, I was just done with life, you know, and, you know, that was hard on me. So, you know, that's when I really started to, like, pray more, talk to God more, and, like, just trust in Him. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm at my lowest. I don't even believe in myself no more. I don't even know what I want to do. So I'm just going to give all my problems, all my worries to Him. Just going to let Him handle it. Like, I'm done. I'm done being the one always stressed and worried. Like, I was just done. So I gave it to God, and I realized, I'm like, God, like, what you want me to do? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, do you really just want me to just sit here and not be happy, or do you want me to go try and find happiness? So I gave it to God, and then it's like, once you hear the jilly, this will all make more sense to y'all of what I'm saying. But I just wanted y'all to get a little background before I drop the jilly, because I don't want y'all to think I don't love my parents, or I don't love my siblings, or I don't love anyone in my family, because that's not the case. This is just how I felt. And basically, a jilly is, you know, it's poems that I write. And no, I'm not a rapper. Definitely not a rapper, but, you know, I like to rap. I like to tell my poems over a beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm a poet with the flow. We can call it that. I'm a poet with the flow. So, yeah, so I'm going to drop the jilly. Hopefully y'all like it. Hopefully y'all understand it. Understand a little bit more about me. And if y'all like what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, subscribe to the channel, because I am going to keep coming back to back with it. You know, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to tell my story. It's going to be a lot of things on here that I say that might hurt people. It's going to be a lot of things that I say that might shock people, for sure. You know, it's a lot about me that people don't know. So, and, you know, that's on me. You know, I keep myself shut down, but now that I'm ready to, explain or express how I feel, I really hope, people rock with. So, yeah, so make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the PhilLee's podcast. And one more thing. Hey, free bill, man. Why come Slim in the snow? Since a youngin', I was traumatized from all that I seen. So much has happened to me, and I still don't know what it means. But none of that stopped me. I'm always on go. I'm green. See, I'm the true master of disguise, covering up different emotions. I laugh before I cry. Even if I did really show it, you only see my anger side. I hated myself for being alive. Thought things would be better if I died. That's why I got love, hate tatted on my thigh. No matter how many times hate was beating me down, love kept me from suicide. Like, can love really set me free? I was loving more people than they was loving me. I wanted more love from my family. Had love for my siblings, but they couldn't see. Whole time I was jealous of them, and I thought that they was jealous of me. In case you don't hear it enough, I love you, Will, Pooh, Rel, and Binky. I needed more love from my parents, Daddy especially. He showed love by using reverse psychology. He thought that putting me down would make me want to go harder, but this is not the army. I just wanted you to say that you was proud of your daughter and put your arms around me. I'm sorry I'm not what you want me to be. Mama showed love differently. Wasn't much that she said. Her advice was to give it to God and pray. I get that you wanted Christ in my life, but fortunately it wasn't the way. I wanted you to be the one I can talk to and know that it'll be okay. Took a while for y'all to loosen the grip. See, me and my mama, we was tight at the hip. And me and my daddy, we was tight cause he hip. Started getting in trouble cause of my lip. Words was my MO and I empty out the clip. I had the juice, the sauce, and the drip. Balled out and got a scholarship. Injured my knees, now I walk with a permanent limp. All of a sudden, friends started to dip. Pray that I fall, but I'm on all 10. So they stuck out their foot, so I trip. Smile in my face, but wanna take my place. Wish me well and mean the opposite. You tried to play me like a... Yeah, the script they tried to flip. And I started to believe it a little bit. There was no way I was losing all these friends that had nothing to do with it. So I took time to heal and started to grow. Became a new woman and it started to show. Gave Christ my life and it started to glow. But I felt like I still needed more. So I asked God which direction to go. And that's why I come Slim up in the snow. In case you don't understand what I was trying to say, here's a little Willie for you.
Meaning that if you meet my needs, then I love you. If you don't, then I don't. So that love becomes transactional. If you do what I want, if you meet my desire and give me pleasure, I love you. If you don't meet my desire and you don't give me pleasure, I don't love you. I think that the insatiable nature of desire, trying to get somebody to fill our cup, I think that leads to anger and it leads to frustration, and ultimately it makes us break apart from people.
You might not feel that, but you gon' feel these.
Dog ass, my little dog ass. I got queens on me, yeah, you busters mad. Hope I don't miss the bus, cause I'm a school bag. Yeah, I got dogs with me, and you know they shoot back. Yeah, I ain't scared of none of you busters, I'm moving with my dogs. And we came up in this bitch ready to come and set it off. Got some weed up in my system, topped it off with alcohol. And if you busters talking crazy, then you gotta catch the balls. I ain't scared of none of you busters, I'm moving with my dogs. And we came up in this bitch ready to come and set it off. Got some weed up in my system, topped it off with alcohol. And if you busters talking crazy, then you gotta catch the balls. First off, man, free bill, you want smoke? Then we will split your wig in one part, cause we bite when you bark. You all talk, that knick-knack, hit your ass, that pedal whack. Now your mama, all dressed in black, like Miss Mac, Matt. Drinking hand, dog, you know, dog, lip make me wanna fight. We can top it off, let's set it off, you know this on sight. And the folk grew up on shows, and it was murder, she wrote. Make me mad with the green, and I turned to the hoe.